What's good, y'all? HB punching profit. Got a trade plan out here. I may let one run, but it's been a bit of a tricky day, so I may just take my two off the board, get my $700. That's enough money for me. Let's put everything up, and I do apologize. I have a 2-year-old who is turning up right now, so he's gonna make some noise in the background. But here we go. We got high time frame. For me, it's bullish. I have a bullish bias today. And I kind of saw that coming because everyone said it was going to be Black Monday, so usually the opposite happens. Two, we get our inversion. Two, inversion. And we're going to put that right here. Haven't got our advanced market structure shift. This is why I think this thing's going to run a little bit higher. But if we cross over this order block, then we can add to the position. I'm not going to do that. It's a little bit of a tricky day to trade, so I just want to take my profit and get off the board. 3, advanced market structure shift. Yep, we get it. Blue.
Order
Beautiful
filled.
trade. I couldn't even get up all the annotation. Look at that. Very nice. This thing probably will run to the swing high up here, but it's been a little choppy today, so I don't want to mess around with that, to tell you the truth. Still got another trade running. And let's go into the details of this. 3, advanced market structure shift. 4, we're going to put our stop just below the inversion or the swing low. Stop just below inversion. And as you see here, just below the inversion, okay, that occurred roughly around here. Take into consider volume imbalances. You got to make sure you check on that, or you're going to have bad entries for these setups. So always look for, I'm gonna flatten that position
Order
right
filled.
there. Okay, I'm out. Always make sure to check for volume imbalances. If you zoom in, I believe there is, okay, so there was one down here, and that's kind of why we wicked down there. But we're going to put our stop roughly below this wick of where the inversion occurred. That's a nice little stop. Now, it's been very volatile lately, so putting your stop at the swing low isn't really a great idea, even with 1 micro. So you gotta control your risk a little bit more and tighten that stop. Take profit is going to be 3-1 for me, but for you it should at least be a 1-1 or more. If you put your stop at the inversion or your take profit, okay, if you're not putting your stop at the swing low or the swing high, I would aim for a 3-1. Say you're going to put your stops just below or just above the inversion in a vice versa scenario, then go for 3-1s, right? This one gave you a nice run up. Okay, so I like to get in, get out, easy money. How many people can make about $700 in a few minutes? Put things into perspective. Everybody's going to want to chase, okay, everybody's going to want to chase that high up here and get that big run, and that's possible. If you have the experience and the confidence to do it, then do it. But $700 in a few minutes, don't be greedy, right? I always say, you know, you get to the buffet, you don't have to eat every damn thing at the buffet. Just get enough food, fill up, and you're good. All right. So higher time frame, we were bullish, had this massive move up. Okay, the first fair value gap we presented was roughly down here. It was a bearish. We inverted it. I believe it might have been this one. I'll mark it out in red. Boom. Let's scoot it over here. I believe that was one, or it was over here. Yeah, actually it was up here. I think the first fair value gap presented. More put this in red. Bearish fair value gap. All right. We invert that as you see. So then we break out to the upside, so that gives me a higher time frame bias of bullish. We also have this pattern right here. We break out of it. There was a nice trade. I actually took a nice trade in this as well. You had a inversion roughly in there, lots of volume balances, so it's hard to see. I'll mark that out in orange. But it was a very nice play. I think it was at the 950 1010 macro, and you see that pattern breaks out of it. It's all the same shit, you guys. You know, all these trading strategies are relatively the same thing. It's just approaching it a little bit different in how you enter and put your stop and your take profit. But we had an inversion. Obviously, had an advanced market structure shift. We'll alter this around. And we break out. Look at this breakout to the upside, 3 to 1. Obviously, you hit it. Easy, easy money. That's about 200 points. So that was the first trade I took. We come back down. I'm bullish, so I'm waiting for a move back up to the upside. And things still running. Inversion right here. Okay, we don't quite get this advanced market structure shift, but we come down here, and then you have this fractal advanced market structure shift, which gives you confirmation. You can add right here if you're that confident. Like I said, I like to get in, I like to get out. I got kids, you know, I gotta move on with my day. I can't be hanging around too long and taking risk and taking money off the table if things flip, especially in these markets. But yeah, we get that inversion, and then you put that 3 to 1. We come back down. That's where our entry roughly is. We put our stop just below the inversion, and boom, we move up. This HB punch and profit, get at me.